sorry it's so late. I put a post on my community wall to let everyone know that I was going to go live still. I know it's really late. I just wanted to check if anyone was even awake. Um, but yeah, I just thought I just wanted to change to my pajamas, went pee, and kind of got things a little more set up here so that you guys don't have to watch me floundering around. So I got my candles lit, made sure the area was clear before I lit the candles. Just my water bottle. So my little candles. I think we're going to forego the campfire tonight because it's already late and I don't want to have to wait for it to get put out. The photography workshop was really great. I put my light, oh guys look, yeah, I plugged my light in over here, brought it outside so I'd be able to sit there because I'm going to light the fire. So I brought the light that's usually in my tent, I brought it out here. The photography workshop was really good. A lot of it is more focused on like getting dogs adopted, but still there's like a lot to learn. So it was good to learn about different ways of taking like eye-catching photos. So it was fun. Looney was very good. She came in for the. Oh, maybe it's my my microphone. Hold on. Hold on. I do have the external microphone plugged in. Let's see. Phone, camera. Static. Alright, what about that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me plug it back in again. External microphone if it helps. Hold on. I was gonna try it again, but let me try it one more time. Plug it back in, make sure it. What about now? I have the little external microphone. Can you hear this? This way. Is it working now? Yeah, it was fun. And I was able to obviously catch up with my friend a little bit. So she gave me her number finally because I was trying to get in touch with her like for most of the week and we only had Facebook messaging because I didn't have her number and it was hard for us to get in touch with each other because we're both camping. Like she has an RV. The RV wasn't there, which was kind of a bummer, but maybe I'll see it tomorrow. They just had a little Jeep. I guess they have a little Jeep that they tow behind so that they can not have to drive the giant RV everywhere because they left the RV back at the campsite. But yeah, let's go grab our burgers and start making dinner because I'm hungry. We got our little thingy-mahooza-what here. Light plugged in, and then let's plug the stove into this here too. Hold on, just gotta plug the stove in too. There we go. And then we'll go get our burgers. Burgers. Okay, so the volume's working now. I had this flashlight just focused on Looney so I could see her, but she's fine. She's just sitting. Yeah, Looney was really good. It's good that we tired her out earlier in the day because she did really well. She sat through the whole thing. A couple of times she got up and what's is it still not working? Oh, gotta tell me if there's volume or not. Is there volume? I wish I could type to tell you guys. You can hear it just fine? Okay. You can hear it's just quiet? Are you sure it's not your own uh is it your own volume? Heather, is it quiet for you? Nice glasses, thank you. Everyone's commenting on my glasses today. One person hates them, another person likes them. They're the same glasses I've had for a while. No, it's not quiet. Okay, yeah, try it. Try to go out and come back in then if it's not working for you, because it seems like it's working for everybody else. Hold on, why is this like, let me lift this up here so that it's not dragging. It's like getting weighed down by the thing. There we go. Move this up. I don't want it to drag on the ground. Okay, so we're gonna throw a burger on there. You usually don't even need, you don't really even need the pan when you cook burgers because the burger grease kind of makes it. Ooh, there's a lot of juice, burger juice leaking. Okay, maybe make a couple. You know, I should just probably fry them all up. They'll probably last longer. I think I'm just gonna cook them all because they'll probably last longer cooked. So we'll just cook them all tomorrow. Things are still cold, but they're not frozen cold. They're not that cold. They're cold, but they ain't that cold. Okay, come on. Let's go. I don't know what to do. I don't want to dump meat juice around here. Oh, this is the hard part here, but... Guys, one sec. I don't want to carry my phone with the meat juice, but I'm going to be just over here rinsing this out. I'm going to go in my tent and get the, turn that down a little bit. We'll go in my tent and get there's a scrubby. Is it in the tent or, yeah, I think it's in the tent. The tent has all the tools. There's like a scrubby and soap so I can actually wash that. Just because it's meat juice and I don't want to leave it. Hold on, Loon. But yeah, Looney did really, really well at the thing. She sat and was a good girl the whole time. A couple times she got up and like went over to a couple people, but like just the people right next to me, she would kind of scoot towards. She would like get up and just do a little circle and then sit down like on someone's feet. The people that were sitting next to me, but everyone there was like all dog people, so they were fine with it. I asked and made sure first. I was like, if that's bothering you, I can just bring her closer to me. But everyone was fine. They kind of wanted her. It seemed like they wanted her to go sit next to them. So they were all like, yay, I got puppy love. Because, you know, a lot of them are, everyone there is interested in photography, and then a lot of the with the humane societies and stuff. So they're all animal lovers. I almost cried at a couple points, like listening to some of the dog stories. They had like some little tearjerker moments. But I did film some of the workshop, so I'll be able to show you guys some of it when we get back. I'll have to post it. Like I said, I don't have my laptop, so I can't post anything right now. All my stuff is on couldn't film on my phone because my phone was dead. All this stuff was on my, everything was on my, what's it called? My big camera, my main camera. Where on earth? All right, there's my, get a paper plate again. I don't need the foil. Some wet wipes. Well, I can use those for my hands. But where is the thing? She gave me wipes. Oh, maybe they're in this bag. Just don't want to leave my food out there for too long. I don't want it to burn. I don't want the foods to burn. Let's put this back on this way. Back out there. I turned it down a little bit, but it's in here. No, that's my personal soap. It's a hand soap. But there was other soap for washing like things, like dishes and stuff. Ah, here we are. There's the scrubby. Scrubby and regular soap for washing dishes and stuff. And then a drying cloth. We came prepared, y'all. This is what I was saying, like, I prepare so much and then I always forget something. I over prepare and then there's always something because of my ADD that I forget. This time it was my hamburgers. I had to remake my burgers. But you know what, it's fine. Remade them and now I'll be able to have burgers when I go home. They'll already be pre-made. I'll have ready-made meals. Okay. It's no big deal. Hi. Alright, well, scrubby, that's for this. It's the scrubby to wash this in a little bit after my food. I just don't want to go do it right now. And I don't want to do it right now and end up burning my food. I can try to show you a couple of the pictures I took of Looney, but I'll have to pull them up on my little phone and then kind of just show you the photos I was taking when I got stranded on my paddleboard earlier. It's funny. It was actually funny. Kaylee, my friend there, the girl who does the photography thing, she did that, like, not the same thing, but she had something similar happen this weekend. And I was like, oh my God, the same thing just happened to me. Well, not same, but similar. She was doing her photography this weekend where they go and they were taking a shelter dog out. I guess the dog that they took out this weekend already got adopted. Isn't that awesome? Like the one that they took for Maine, they go to like a shelter everywhere they go where they travel around. And the one that they took out for this Humane Society already got adopted, or at least like it's in the process. They're going tomorrow to, she invited me to go, but I'm supposed to be going to do the mountain thing tomorrow. So we're going to try to hook up afterwards. She's going to go do her adoption event with the Humane Society, and then I'm going to go tour the Arcadia Mountains, and then we're going to try to meet up later to hang out and actually catch up because it was kind of a late night tonight. I mean, most of it was the presentation, and then we just had like a couple hours after the presentation. So we're going to try to hang out more tomorrow. Like I said, I finally got her number so I can actually call her. But yeah, she was doing her photography thing this weekend, and they were like doing stuff similar. It's like similar landscape because it's all in Maine. It was over in the mountains, and they were finishing up, and then they realized they forgot they left like a bunch of their photography equipment got like left behind or something. They like went off without it, and they almost lost all their equipment or like half of it. So I'm like, yeah, kind of had something similar happen to me. It was like they had it like on the little rocks or whatever. They left it on the rocks and then they walked away and it like drifted off. I don't know if they had it on like a buoy or what, like a thing to bring it out because they take pictures in the water and stuff. And they have like underwater housing and stuff for their cameras, but they had it on a buoy or something and it drifted out. They almost lost all their photography equipment. I'm like, well, I didn't lose my photography equipment, but I went to go take pictures today and I left my paddleboard on the rocks and I came back and it was gone. So I'm like, I know how you feel. I'm like, but I think I'd actually rather lose the paddleboard than my photography equipment. The photography equipment's way more expensive. Right, we got this. We had to go get some cheese. Lene. Hi, oh, Lene. Hi, Lene. Sorry. Let me put on my all messages so I see Make sure it's no big deal. She might have a Quinn. She will not disclose. What am I not disclosing? Hold on. It's your device, Jamie. Hers is just fine. Oh, okay, thank you. Where are you camping? Oh, I don't mind sharing where I'm camping. I'm camping in Maine. I mean, I can give like vague kind of. You don't need to be specific, but it's in the Arcadia Mountains. It's the Branch Lakes. The lake I'm on is Branch Lake. It's near Camp Jordan, which is where the YMCA takes all their kids in Maine. It's like the camp in Maine where all the YMCA kids go is Camp Jordan, and the one I'm at is like right next to it. So I'm on the same lake as the YMCA kids. All right, let's go get some cheese. And yeah, I want to wash this out, and then I can put my leftover burgers in there. I just cooked all of them so that meat lasts a little longer when it's cooked than raw. I find my bug spray. What did I do with that bug spray? I think I took it down so that it wouldn't be right next to, here it is. I moved it because I didn't want it right next to the flame where these cans are like combustible if they get hot. But bugs aren't too bad, but they're getting my ankles a little bit. It's definitely less buggy than it was the other night. Yeah, it was really good to see Kate again. We caught up a little bit, and we're going to try to catch up more tomorrow. Our catch up tonight was more like talking about photography stuff and the dog, because she was there, and it was her first time meeting my new service dog. She met Aura, my previous. The last time I saw her like in person was at my brother's wedding, and that was Aura. My previous service dog was, I think my brother's wedding was like Aura's first. She was only a year old, and it was her first big outing, and that's when Kaylee met her. But this time, it's a new dog, so she got to know the new dog. I'm excited to meet her dog. I hope tomorrow I might get to meet him. I always see him online, but I've never met him, and he's like 14 years old now. His name is Joshy, and he's like kind of famous because he's been on like doggy bags. He's been on dog bags, dog food bags, and commercials and stuff. So he's a little famous pooch. Just because she does like commercial photo shoots and stuff for different companies, and then she'll use her own dog sometimes. All right, let's get my buns. Get a bun. I only need one for now, I think. There's a bun, and then I think this is good. Turn that off. Now let's just put the cheese and throw that on there. No problem, Quinn. Yeah, I'm not gonna like give my specific location because I'm in the middle of the woods alone. So, not alone. I mean, there's other campers here, so it's not like a huge deal. But I don't think anyone's gonna come find me, anyways. But but yeah, it's in Maine. It's in the Arcadia Mountains. It's very beautiful here. If you saw my live streams from earlier, it was really pretty. I was out on the lake. Like I said, I got a little lost on my paddleboard, but oh, I have a little cake I can have today. I'll have that for lunch. Oh, there's a Canada Dry. I'll have one of those. It's my soda. There's the bread. Make sure that's closed because there's water in the bottom. I forgot I brought a pomegranate with me. Oh, I left over puff salad. There's not a lot left because Looney got half of it, but I'll finish that with my burger. Where's the Swiss? And I got some carrots. I have the Colby Jack cheese, but there was Swiss cheese too. I wanted the Swiss on my burgers. My nuts. Some ketchup. Mustard. Ketchup. There's all just water in the bottom of the cooler now. Definitely need more ice. I have some carrots if I'm still hungry. It's good to have a vegetable. Oh, there's the Swiss. There's the Swiss. Baby Swiss. Hi, you want another bone? Or a hot dog? Here, you can have a bone first. Here, have a bone, because these are going to go bad. Go get it. Okay, ketchup, mustard. Now let's get a piece of Swiss cheese. You've never been to Maine? Yeah, I haven't been in a very long time. I went when I was young. When I was like maybe 7 or 8. The last time I went was when I initially lived in Massachusetts as a kid. I lived in Massachusetts as a kid, and then I moved to Florida for a while in my teens. Or, not teens, like early, until my teens, from like my childhood until my teens. So it was from like ages 9.5 to 15, 14, almost 15, I think. And, but when I was a kid, before I moved to Florida, I lived in Massachusetts, and we traveled up to Maine a few times, I think. But the main trip I remember was Maine, because there's York Zoo. The York Zoo is in York, Maine. And then from there, I think we went to Old Orchard Beach, which is, I think, nearby. I can't remember. See, I can't remember if it was 2 different trips or the same trip. It might have just been the same trip, and maybe we stayed for a while and went 2 different places. But should I melt the cheese on all of them, or just wait? We'll wait to melt the cheese. How's that? Then I can just, when I go to heat it up tomorrow, we'll melt the cheese on the other ones. I'll just put the cheese on one of them for now. Hold on. Let's close this. Let the heat that back up a little bit. Warm. Simmer. Warm. Good lobster, I understand. Yeah, more near the coast. Yeah, near the beach, the Old Orchard Beach. I'm more near the lake right now, but I think tomorrow is where I'm going, more towards the coast. The Arcadia National Park is, I think, near the coast. It's near Bar Harbor. There's Arcadia National Park, and that's near Bar Harbor, so. I saw fishies when I was in the pond over there, the lake. I got videos of the fishies on my underwater camera. Here, let's see if I can find. I don't know if I'll be able to show you because it's going to be like on this, but we'll see if I can try to show you some of the photos. Ugh, this thing keeps falling over. Why does the mustard keep falling over? Okay, how do I go play on this? Nope, that's video. This thing it was cheap, but it actually worked well for taking things underwater. It just doesn't get the greatest photos, but I mean, it worked, kind of. You know what her face is like. There was a water spot right on where her face is. Oh, that's annoying. I thought I was getting decent pictures, but there's a water spot right where her damn face is. Looney. Oh, that one's cute. I don't know if you can see. It's the back camera has better. There we go. The back camera has a better image. Yeah. But the problem was, the problem is the other pictures I took, there's like a water spot right on her face. Right where I thought I was getting decent pictures, but there's like, see, it's all blurry. I had like a spot of water on the lens. Hold on, I'll show you again. See that? It was like a nice picture, but it freaking got a spot of water right there on her face. Yes, Looney's a husky. Well, she's technically a Sapala Siberian sled dog, but they're like pretty much the same thing. It's just the working line of the Siberian husky. Oh. Which is actually kind of funny because it's the Maine state dog. They just made it. They just officiated the Sapala Siberian sled dogs as the Maine state dog. So I was like, huh, Looney, you're the state dog. You're the mascot here. Here, let's see. I don't know. Then I took some videos, but see, I got some cute ones, but her stupid face was right in the way. I don't know. I can try to touch them up with on the computer with the editing software or whatever, but it's a bummer. Like that one was cute. It was cute, but water spot on her face. And AI can sometimes, there's some programs that can help touch it up. It's hard to get a good photo on like these crappy little things, but if she's in the water, at least you can see her face. At least you can see her face here. It's not the best pose, but she's looking in the water. Shit, the blur's up here now, but when she's looking down, you could see the blur wasn't where her face was. There was like a water droplet or something on the camera. This is the one that pisses me off because it was such a nice picture otherwise. There's a couple of these that like annoy me so much because they were such good photos if she didn't have the water droplet on it. Although that one's cute too. Let's see. Oh, these were kind of cute. Let's see. I think I got the water droplet off now. These aren't that bad. If we got past, I got the water droplet off and figured out a few. Yeah, I was just melting the cheese on. It was on low. It was like on simmer. Thank you for the reminder though. It was just on warm with the cap on. But they're done. Unplug it so that it doesn't keep cooking. Here you can see this one. And then, I don't know, you can go through them. This is what I was doing while my paddleboard was running away from me. Oh, hold on. I'll try to. Just because I got the mountain back water, which would be cool. Like you can go later and remove the leash and stuff so that it looks pretty. And you just see her staring into the water. I like that one. Oh, and then this one came out cute. Is there... Oh, there's no water on that one. That one's cute. There's no water droplets on that one. There's a pretty one. I like that one. I think that's going to be her mascot, new mascot photo. Yeah, that one's pretty. I'm glad I got a couple good ones. It was hard to tell when I was out there. This way. This way. Yeah, the light was kind of... It was hard. The light wasn't quite working with me because she wasn't facing the right way. That's why I kept trying to move her over. I kept trying to move her over to the other side that way. because the sun was shining in the opposite direction. So you want to get her face shining towards the light to pick up some light, but she wasn't working with me. That's kind of cute though. Still a little dark, but not bad because the light's shining off the water behind her, which is still pretty. That one's just a dud. There's some dud photos in here too. She gets. I would try to take somewhere up ahead and then scoot back to take the picture, and she kept trying to run towards me and stick her nose in the camera. That one's cute too. She was watching just for a nice like landscape photo. That's nice. You just gotta get rid of the leash when you go to do you gotta go into editing and get rid of the leash because it's all mangled. You guys like them? They'll look better when I go to like actually post them and fix them. Take the leash off of them and blow them up bigger so they're not just showing you on this tiny little thing. But yeah, that was what the thing was about tonight, was dog photography. So, oh, that one's cute too. Look at her all. I love when she's like on alert like that. When she has her face like the stance. It's her little stance. She gets that little her little stance before she pounces, basically. Her big smile. That big smile. That would have been better if she was. I was trying to get her to look at the camera, actually look at the camera, look at me, but if she looked at me with that same face, that would have been perfect. But it's still cute. And that's kind of a dud because it's too dark. She's just looking in the lake. So we're looking. Are we back at the beginning? I don't remember. I think we might have seen. I don't know if it's the same one or just something similar. Let me see. Oh, no, it's different. Look at her little face. She's looking. This is where to take the pictures. This is, I think, where I started. And I really wanted this. This scene with these rocks going out into the water. See how the rocks kind of go, like you can see the background. That's kind of the composition I wanted, was her sitting there with these rocks, and the light was perfect right there, but she just wasn't working with me right there. She just wasn't going into the right poses, and and it was very difficult. So I don't know. That's all we got, I think, from that. But that was like kind of where I wanted. I just needed to back up a little bit to get more of the mountains, but she was too close. She kept coming closer. She just on the, I think she's just looking in the river there. It's hard to get it to, that one's too bright. Oh, I think that's a video. That's a couple of videos I took. That one's cute. That's not like a photography, but it's cute with her. Actually, I maybe could turn this into something, because you can see her reflection to a photography with her little bum in the air, and you can see her reflection down there. And her little reflection in the water. Right, let's see, right there, you can see her little reflection. If I crop this in, I actually probably could do something with that photo. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus on it's like trying to focus on a little screen. But like zoom in a little bit. Maybe if I zoom in that way with that instead of bringing that closer. I just love her pose. Sticking her butt up to drink. Such a goof. Such a goof. Oh, that one is cute. This is perfect, actually. That's a perfect one. Looney, you perfect there. Look at you. So regal. I love that one. I haven't looked through these since I got back, so. You're so pretty. The little lines that you see are like the straight lines through it are just from focusing on, it's because I'm like a camera looking at a camera. It's like, it should be slightly better quality. It's still not going to be the best quality because it's just a crappy camera, but it won't have all those lines. Oh, and she got a smile on that one. We go from regal. She looks all regal and happy, like regal and like I am queen of the wilderness. And then she gets a little goofy smile. Goofy smile. Those are perfect. I love those. All right, I'm happy I got some good photos because that was a rough day out there. Oh, that one's good too. No, she's being a goof. That was again her trying to get too close to me while I was taking photos. She kept trying to go towards me. I'm like, stay where you are, Loon. Stay where you are. What is her look there? Oh, I think that was when there was like something that jumped up in her face. There was like a toad or something that she was sniffing the water and something bopped up at her. It was using her tail, like, what? What is going on? She went to jump back. I was like, what is happening there? But then I remembered. She's funny. It's kind of a funny picture because it reminds me of a moment. There you go. Oh, that's pretty too. Standing in the little lily pads. I didn't know I took this many. I guess I was out there for kind of a while though, long enough for my paddleboard to run away on me. Oh, that one's cute too. I'm glad I got some good photos on this crappy little camera though. It would have done way better if I had my professional camera, but like I said, if you have an eye for it, you can still get decent photos even with something crappy. You're not going to be able to like turn them into National Geographic because they don't have the best quality. Like the image quality isn't good enough to like blow them up or anything because the pixelated. Oh, there's my thumb. What is that? Oh, that's a video. I think this goes back to like where I was hanging out with the fish and stuff. I don't know what that is. It's just a photo of Looney on the paddleboard. I think this is back to where like there was water on the lens and stuff. This is coming back around to where there was water on it. That's another, I don't know what that is. Just to hit something. Pocket butt dial. Yeah, there was, she's just up under rock. Oh, and I think that's back at home when I was testing out the camera. All right, yeah, we're back at the beginning. But yeah, I hope you guys liked that. That was what I was doing when when the paddleboarding live stream cut out earlier, that's what I was doing, was taking those photos. Get my burger. Yeah, the paddleboard ran away from me because I started taking pictures for like an hour. Well, that's good. Good burger. Okay. Nobody's talking to me. Hi, George. I don't know what you're saying though because I don't speak Spanish or whatever. Yeah, I don't speak Spanish, sorry. But thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed the photography. Yeah, I have to think about it. Like when I first started photography when I was young, that's all I had was a point and shoot, like a little point and shoot, like not like this. It was a little different because they didn't make them like this. This is nice because it goes underwater. But that's all I had, and it's like you can't. There's no fancy setting, but you got the eye and the composition, and that's kind of all you got to work with. So I can try to go in after the fact, like tweak things in Photoshop or whatever. I'm not the best in Photoshop, so I try not to use it too much. Oh, sorry, my. Oh. But yeah, Kaylee told me, I was talking to her tonight about the hiking I plan to do tomorrow. And she pitched me a nice location that she suggested for me to go. She showed me some of her pictures from it. So I think tomorrow she said, what's it called? Jordan's Pond? It's part of the Arcadia National Park, but there's like different trails. Oh, sorry. So it's like the Jordan Pond Trail, I guess. Good burger. So yeah, I think that we're gonna try to go there because she said it was an easier hike, more flat. It kind of goes around the edge of the lake, pond, whatever. It goes around the edge of the water. So you have a lot of nice water views. If it's hot, you can hiking. You can probably cool off a little bit, splash some water on you. That's always nice because it gets hot while hiking. Although it has cooled off considerably, thank God. Also, cutting my hair was the best idea before I left. I was liking my longer hair, but I think I'm a short hair person overall. Longer hair is just too much upkeep for me, especially when it's hot. It gets sweaty and it's too much. So, yeah. Yeah, it was a good idea to chop all my hair off before I left. I can't imagine, especially the other day, dealing with. Sorry, my eyes are really dry. I can't imagine dealing with all that hair I had the other day when it was so hot. And even earlier today, it was pretty hot. It's nice now. It's really cool. And the bugs have cooled off too. Because the bugs don't like the cooler weather. I'm hungry. I can't tell. But yeah, I took some videos at the workshop, more for me to like remember kind of stuff that was said. And like Not all of it I need to remember because some of it was just about the shelter dogs and stuff, but it's still helpful. There was pieces of it like in between that were, you had to kind of film the whole thing because you don't know when something's going to come up that might be helpful. So, um, I did film a lot of it until I got to the end, and then my battery didn't, or not my battery, my memory card didn't have enough space for more videos, but it had room for pictures, so then I just took some photos. My eye is really dry. But I can try to show you some of that when I get back if you're interested in about how it went. I don't know if anyone cares. What? You want to lick the potato salad dish? You tried to steal the whole thing when I first bought it, so. Is anybody here? Everyone's so quiet. Hold on. Let me refresh my page and make sure. She looks like a wolf. Yeah, she does a little bit. Little coyote. She my little coyote. Little wily coyote. Yeah, I was kind of surprised how well Looney did. She really did well. Like, she barely moved. She's not good at sitting still for very long periods of time. And I haven't had to do. She's gone on like outings with me as a service dog, obviously, but more of the time we're moving around. She's never had to like sit completely still for over 2 hours because we were there for longer than 2 hours. I was there from 7 to like 11. Although after 9:30 was kind of like, it ended at like 9:30. And then it was kind of like an after party. Not really a party, but people stayed after to chat. Some people got their book signed because she wrote a book. They brought their books and like she did a little book signing. And then we just kind of all chatted about like, some people chatted about the shelter dog stuff, some people chatted about photography, and just all kind of whoever stayed after. Like a handful of people stayed after. So yeah. So yeah, like after 9:30 is when it ended. And then she was able to like get up and move around a little bit, but she still had to like obviously behave and be good. And she still just stayed by my side and was a good girl. I let her kind of break out of like work mode at that point because people wanted to pet her. So I let some people pet her. They all were very nice and asked first. They were like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to pet her. Obviously, she's a service dog." And I said, "You know what? It's okay now. It's so late at night. I think she can be off duty as long as the thing is over." I just didn't want her disturbing the presentation. I don't know. It's good to see her maturing and doing well. A year ago, she wouldn't have been able to do that. And Aura matured a little faster than her, or at least she was more mellow. I don't know about matured. Aura, it still took a little longer to mature than other dogs, but it was just with different things. Aura's main thing was like reactivity with getting excited with other dogs, which Looney's mostly better at. Kind of depends on the dog. Some dogs she still gets excited at, but she's a lot easier to break out of it. She doesn't fixate. She might get like excited when she first sees it, but I'm able to like reel her back out of it very quickly. Yeah, it's just nice to see your dog maturing and being able to handle things again. Mm. Everyone left me. I know it's late though. Hold on. I might have one more burger. Kind of really hungry. Should I have one more? I don't know. Or should I just snack? You can have like half of one. That was really good. Hi, I'm so pretty. Thank you, Haley. Very nice of you. Thank you for joining me. I'm alone out here with just my doggy. Oh, yeah, thank you. I did my makeup up early, so earlier I did my makeup up. It's kind of wearing off now. I had put on my pink eyeshadow earlier so I could dress up a little bit for my thing that I had to go to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have one more burger. Oh, hold on though. I don't want to heat up all of them again, so let's go clean this. You are never alone. Jesus is always with you. No, I mean I'm like literally alone in the woods. I don't mean like I feel alone. I just mean I'm in the woods alone with my dog. Here, hold on. Let's go put this in the car. Hold on, guys. Let me switch to this way. Yeah, see, I'm at a campground. I'm just alone with my doggy. Is Looney. Yeah, I'm just camping for the weekend or week or whatever. I came up here to go to a photography workshop. And I couldn't afford a hotel. It's a girl, but thank you. Yeah, she is very cute. I came up here to go to a photography workshop that I just went to. I just got back from it tonight, late. It ran kind of late, so that's why I'm eating dinner so late. It's like midnight now, probably. But yeah, I got my stuff in my car because I'm camping. Move that. Those are extra sodas. Those are my camera stuff there. I have to move that so I can put the cooler back up in here tonight. We don't want to leave the cooler out because the bears. Yeah, it is kind of fun. You live in Texas? What about you? I live in New Hampshire, but I'm in Maine right now. That's where I'm camping. Hi. Hi, cutie. She's my service dog. I have autism and joint issues. Hi. Hi. But yeah, I do have a home. I'm just still kind of broke. I'm disabled, so I'm like kind of low income. I'm disabled, so I'm low income, so I couldn't afford a hotel. But I really wanted to come up to this camp thing, I really wanted to come up to this photography workshop. A friend of mine is running it, or was running it. She just finished it. We just did it tonight. And I really wanted to go because she does them all the time, but they're always too far away for me to go. And this one it's still out of state, but it was close enough. It was like a 5-hour drive. So it was close enough for me to make it. Long drive, but was able to do it. And I just couldn't afford the hotel, so I found a little campground to stay at. It's like $50 a night, which is cheaper than you can get anywhere else. So it's actually really nice here. You're about to be 7. I am 38. I didn't know you were a kid. You a little kid? Wow, you always forget that kids are using the internet. Sorry, you can ignore that stuff about me being low income and stuff then. You asked if I had a home, so I was like, I don't know. Try to explain a little bit, but yeah, I'm 30s. I'm in my 30s. But yeah, we're just camping tonight. Nothing special. I don't usually get a lot of kids, so. But nice to meet you. We are kind of family friendly over here. I don't do anything crazy on my channel, so you're allowed to have your mom's phone at night and decided to be with you. Well, nice of you to join me. That was very nice. It's nice of your mom to let you have your phone. Bo kids. Kids are allowed. I just don't want to talk about anything crazy. It's good to know that they're here, so I don't like go into crazy subjects. I don't like banish kids off the channel because I know they like the animals. All right, hold on. Let's go get my scrubby. I know kids come to watch the animals. Welcome back, Heather. Everyone was quiet, so I don't know where everyone went. Hi, Bianca. All right, where's my scrubby? Where's my little scrubby? Here it is. Okay. You have to go to sleep. Good night and hope you get good sleep. Same for your dog. Good night and bless you. Jesus loves you. Thank you, kid. Nice to meet you. My mom gave me these like little, I guess they dissolve. They're like, she gave me dishwashing pads to wash everything with. It's kind of weird. I was like, can I just have regular soap? But I guess these were just easy to pack, so. Here, let me put this over here. Go wash that. Alrighty, that's good. We do have water, which is nice. Hi, Loon. Yeah, we good, Bubby. We good. You have to go to sleep. Oh, that's the same thing I just saw. What are you up to, Heather? Okay, put this on. Alright, let's have one more burger. One more burger. Burger. We can pack these away. And then heat one more burger up. You get the small one. It's a small one. We'll have the smaller one. I already ate one. And leave the two bigger ones for tomorrow. And then go get the cheese and put the hot dogs in here. One. Back in here. Wait a minute. I gave you another bone, Bubby. Can't see in here. That down there's the hot dogs. You want a hot dog? Here. Looney, want another hot dog? Yes, there you go. Good girl. Looney wanted another hot dog. Put those over there on the side. And then where's that? Hold on. Let's get my little flashlight again. Where's that little flashlight? Where'd it go? Here it is. Just so I can see in the cooler. Like way down where it's cold. Let's get that way down in there. Eggs don't need to be refrigerated as much. Those need to be way down in there. Hi. Oh, you got your thing for your Kong. Is that what you want? Well, go finish your. You have your little thing. Your little bone that I gave you. Go finish that so that the animals don't come for it. Ugh. Another piece of burger. Looney, you want to share? You can probably share this burger with me because I don't know if I'll finish the whole thing, but I'm kind of hungry. You can share this one with me. I'll give you pieces of it. Hi. Hiya, baby girl. Hiya, baby girl. Here, a little scrubby in there. And a cloth. I'll lose that stuff. And then my matches. Don't lose that either. My little fire thing like died earlier. I don't know, unless it's just wasn't working. No, it's still not working. I don't know. Got this. There's still lighter fluid in it. Like, I don't know what happened. It just stopped working. Find my trash bag. I don't know what happened. Plug this back in again. Heat up the burger. Put the cheese on it. Just put that on heat to heat up the cheese. bun out. I'm very hungry. Kind of did a lot today. Active. Yes, I'm here for school. Let's get your Kong. I want to go get Looney's Kong. Hold on. How full is my battery? Okay, I got good battery to be able to move. Go get Looney's Kong. She does have a Kong. We just gotta pick up your thing first, Loon. You can't leave that out. If you're gonna have your Kong, we gotta pick up your bone and put that away. Yeah, you wanna? Oh, she heard me. You heard me talking about your Kong? Did you hear me talking about your Kong? Did you hear me? Hold on. All right, where'd you put the bone? Is that it? We gotta put these away though, because you can't leave them on the ground. Let's go get a baggie for it. Hold on. If you're not gonna finish this, you gotta put it in a bag. Where's your baggies? Is there any more baggies? I haven't toasted marshmallows. I didn't think I would. Oh, I think they're in the back seat. Those bags. Oh no. Oh, that was the regular trash bag. Is there an extra trash bag? There's a regular bag, but okay, there is. Just needed an empty one. So wrap that in. I'm gonna put it back in the cooler. It's kind of dirty, but she doesn't care. Yeah, she wants her Kong though. She wants her Kong. You know what's cool? My friend there who does the photography, her biggest sponsor is Fresh Pet. And that's Looney's biggest sponsor. They should be a sponsor. If Fresh Pet wants to sponsor our channel, because Looney eats these all the time, we're constantly unrolling these for her. Huh, Loon? Yeah, let's go get your Kong and fill it up for you. She's not been her dinner, so at least she can have something. This. Huh, we know you'll eat this one. We know you'll eat your you know you'll eat your Kong. We know you'll eat your Kong. Yeah, we know it. What's this? What's this? Yeah, you want me to fill it up for you? You want Mama to fill it up for you? Oh, look how happy. Look how happy. She's a happy girl. Here, you can take your vest off. You're not working anymore. You ain't working. It's sleepy time. Yeah, you're not working no more. You're not working no more. Oh, you unplugged the bug. Hold on, she ran out and knocked the plug out of the wall, I think. Which way did you... Yeah, this thing's all tangled. Looney, you got this all tangled. What did you do? Hold on. It came out over here, which is gonna... Hold on. It's gonna make my burger. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Oh. No, I need that. Which way's my light? It's gonna make my burger stop cooking. Hold on. I need light. Looney knocked my light out because she got tangled around the... She got tangled... Looney got tangled over the power strip. Oh, don't steal it. Don't steal it. It broke a little bit though. There we go. Position it back together and melt the cheese on it, and leave it. Her leash just got tangled on everything. Here we go. Let's get the light back on. There we go. The power cord, her leash got tangled around the power cord, and then she moved and it pulled the whole thing off the table. See, this went flying. And then, yeah, the burger landed on the ground. It's not too bad, though. Just a little bit of, like, pine needles got on it. Hey, pine needles are healthy, right? Healthy pine needles. Oh, I unplugged it so that, let me see. I unplugged it, I think. Oh, is it on? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, sorry, you're a good girl. That wasn't your fault. That wasn't your fault. You got tangled. It's not your fault when you get tangled, Loon. Okay, turn that off again. Alright, get her little Kong. That's what she wants. Wait. Get her little... Knife is in the wash bucket. Okay. Get Looney her lovely Kong. I need another baggie though. We're gonna need another baggie to put the extra in. Lunar. Miss Lunar. Why is nobody talking to me? I feel like I'm talking to myself. I feel weird when I'm talking to myself. Y'all gotta chat with me, y'all. What's everyone else doing tomorrow? Like I said, I'm going to the Arcadia Mountains, so I'm gonna try to at least. So the pond is called Jordan Pond, I guess. It's the Jordan Pond Trail, or whatever. Alright, I'm not gonna stuff it as much as I usually do, because she seems like she hasn't been eating as much. Oh no, we've had a really active day. So yeah, there's her Kong. Oh, nose is running again. Lunar. Miss Lunar. You want to show them your Kong? You want to show them how much you love your Kong? Yeah, I think Fresh Pet should sponsor us, because Looney eats Fresh Pet all the time. She loves it. Huh. You love Fresh Pet the most. There you go. Yes, you love it the mostest. You love it the mostest. And they're perfect for the Kongs. She loves it. I think Looney likes to be a camper dog. She's like loving this life. She says, this is the life for me. Looney would be the happiest dog ever if we just camped forever. I'll put that back in there. Clean that tomorrow. Looney is the happiest camper dog. Looney is the happiest camper dog. All right. Let's get another trash bag or baggie bag or whatever to wrap Looney's thing in. I just gotta wrap Looney's little thing. Oh, and there's a bone there too. I gotta wrap that up as well. That in there. And her Fresh Pet. She didn't finish this one either. She never finishes them. Sure, Fresh Pet. Just put that in there too. It's camping. Nothing's quite sanitary. stuff. Miss Looney, here's my chocolate nuts. Are you good? Go get your Kong. There's nothing else here for you. You did have some treats here that you didn't finish. Those are the ones that got all wet. They got all wet on the lake, so if you want to finish them, you can. If not, I gotta put them back in the car and throw them away tomorrow. Alright. Is my burger done? Is the cheese melted? Yeah. Why is this cheese taking so long to melt? Like turn it up a little bit. I had it on warm. Simmer. Go. I only had it on warm. I'll heat that up a little better. Oh, anyway. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like this life. I've noticed I have a little less pain out here. I think it's just I enjoy the outdoors, and it gives you like nice outdoor endorphins. I still have pain. I had a headache earlier, but things just feel nicer out here. It's peaceful. That's why I kind of want to stay longer. I don't want to go back to my life. But I do miss my kitty and my goats. So I think we'll just maybe stay one more day. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. I think that's done. There we go. Just needed that cheese to melt a little bit. There we go. Off. Now we can go back off. Oop, hold on. Put that there. Oop, hold on. It's gotta go. It's like upside down. Burger, it like fell apart a little bit when it fell. So I just smushed that back together. Looney, you enjoying your Kong? I love seeing her happy. She is really enjoying herself out here, so that's nice. She's actually like, aside from like chewing through her kennel, which like I said, the crate didn't work out very well. I need to get a refund on it if I can. It's like only lasted one night. She broke it. It's supposed to be chew proof. That's advertised as chew proof. Not quite. But aside from that, she's really been on her best behavior. Like, she pulls a little bit when she is out exploring. She gets excited and pulls a little bit, but not too bad, and she's stopped when I tell her to for the most part, so. I was a little bit worried camping out here with her because It's just like, you can't bring her inside. There's no inside. I didn't want her to like escape out into the woods or something, but she's been really good on her run and everything. We just have to be really careful making sure she goes straight from the run to a leash. There's no like in between. Just having my burger. Just fluff my hair up a little bit. Ugh. Yeah, I took lots of notes tonight. This is my little things. Some of the things we talked about. Having the dog be big in the frame, not having them be like, I mean, at least this is more for it's more for like the dog adoption part of it, but for dog photography specifically too, kind of you want the dog to be big in the frame. I mean, if you're doing like more landscape photography, you can have them a little smaller in the frame because you have like a wide shot, and then the dog is like kind of part of the scenery. It kind of depends on what you're going for, but if you're going for like dog focused specifically, then you want the dog itself, the subject basically, to be big in the frame. Then you want to have them making eye contact. So like I had some of the pictures where Looney is kind of looking off to the side. They're trying to get her to, I was like, oh, that picture would have been perfect. She was like actually looking at me. Some of them are okay if they're looking like a little out and beyond, because it gives it like a bit of like a dignified look, like oh. Kind of like majestic and wild and free, where they won't look at you. They're just kind of in their own world, wild. But it's really great if you can get them to make eye contact. And then we talked about like getting the dog to like, if you can, get them to like look right up at the light before you take the photo. Like if they're looking straight, get them to like glance up at the light so that the light shines off their eyes. I forget, what do they call it? Hold on, I wrote it down. It's just the name of it, of like what that's called. It's like something light. Catch lights. You want the catch lights in their eyes. Oh. So it's almost like, it's like the formula almost to getting a really good dog photograph. Like things that you want to pay attention to. And then like some of it was like how to, almost. Like working with like clicker training to get them, have the dog build like a positive association with the camera. Really quickly. Like you only need like maybe a quick session before you start. Because like obviously with Kaylee, every time she works with a different dog, I'm sure with her own dogs it's easier to take photos because your dog is used to working with you. But I'm gonna have to start that with Looney because she never like wants to make eye contact with the camera. Robin, my German Shepherd, he loved the camera. I feel like he like thinks he was a model or something. He like wanted to be a dog model so bad. He would always like strike a pose, strike a pose, strike a pose. I have lots of good photographs of him because he always was looking. He always wanted to look at the camera and make poses, and He was like a great dog model. Bug on me. But I don't know. Aura was really bad at it. Looney's kind of somewhere in the middle. Sometimes she's okay. Other times she just really doesn't want to pay attention. Just wipe my hands with this. Yeah, it kind of just depends on her mood. Yeah, I took like a handful of pages of notes. I filmed a lot too, so I can like look back at the footage and rewatch it if I need a refresher. But talked about like the types of light and how to work with different types of lighting. Well, like if you're in the lighting during like the midday where you get those like harsh shadows, it's better to like actually go into the shady spot, like go where the shadows are and go into that shady spot where the shadows are making and like take the photo in that shade instead of taking it in the sun. Like you'd think you would want to take the photo in the sun because that's where it's bright, but it's actually better to go into the shade to take the photo because the sun is just going to make harsh shadows when it reflects off your dog. Which a lot of this is kind of like stuff you know instinctively, but at least as a photographer, but you just don't always think of it when you're trying to line up a photograph. Like when I was out there today, I was like, oh, Looney, you're not in the right space for the lighting, but like I know that the lighting's not right, but I'm not thinking like how to actually get the right lighting or, you know, it's like good to like think about like where to actually position her, which I do a little bit, but I'm still not the best at it. So this was a good refresher to help me kind of remember. What else? There's those birds again. Woo! Little loon calls across the lake. Sorry, my wrist really hurts. Must have been all the paddling. You hear the birds or whatever. So we talked about angles. You can get low at the dog's vision is always best. You don't want to take a photo from above looking down on the dog because you just get like a weird dog ends up looking like a sausage. You have to get basically on the ground looking up at the doggy. And then yeah, she suggested a wide angle lens, which I still have to get. I don't have one, and they look so good. The wide angle lens works so well for that kind of photography, but their lenses are so expensive. I've wanted one for a while because it's good for real estate photography too. Just a wide angle lens is great to have. But lenses in general are so damn expensive. Here, kill that moth because it's in my face. Yeah, and then just like different things to think of when you're trying to pick a location. Because obviously they're dogs, so they have the mind of their own. So you want to think about like the noise level, if it's gonna like basically trying to find a place where there's not too many distractions for the animal, but somewhere that they'll still like have fun and enjoy themselves and let their personality come out. So you just have to consider like the noise level. If there's other wildlife around, like having her get distracted chasing squirrels, um, foot traffic, bikes, cars, traffic in general with cars, other dogs. There's other dogs around that are going to distract her. So, oh, and then like yeah, what are the other things? Ways to things to bring on a photo shoot: a steak and a tie out, balls, treats and peanut butter, a long leash, like what I have for Looney, basically. A kazoo, I guess she suggested, because you can make weird noises with it, and that gets the dog's attention with like weird noises. That's what I was trying to do. I don't know if you guys saw that part of the live stream. It was cutting out, so but I had propped the camera against a rock while I was trying to take some of the photos. And I was making all sorts of weird noises. I was trying to like make weird noises at Looney to make her look at me or cock her head or something. Just to you can just first off just get their attention in general and get them looking at you. And then if they're looking at you, you can get like a nice expression on them by making a weird noise, and then they'll go and you get that cute little cock-eared look. Mm-hmm. So yeah, treats you want to bring. This is like basic of dog training too, is that you want to bring always have multiple different types of treats on you, like lower value treats up to higher value treats that you can pull out when you need to to get them working with you. If the lower value treats aren't working, you bring out something better. And that's like a basic of dog training in general, so it holds true for getting a good picture too. Toys. So she said you can have like a toy and hold it up, like hold the lens, and then like have a toy like right in front of the lens and kind of dangle it so that they'll be looking. Sounds for head tilts, duck call, kazoo, iPhone app, squeakers, and a trigger word if you have like certain words. Like Looney likes cookies and Kongs and that kind of stuff. Feminist? I'm not talking about anything feminist. What are you talking about? Shut my feminist mouth. I'm talking about photography, not feminism. We talking dog photography, people. Anyway, yeah, then we talked about shutter speeds and stuff, which then we kind of got into like the actual settings on the camera and stuff, and that's if you don't know photography, none of it's going to make sense to you, but basically you want your fastest shutter speed to be, or your slowest, sorry, basically your slowest shutter speed is supposed to be really fast. And you want to keep your shutter speed really fast so that you can catch really quick movements and stuff. And then when you have your shutter speed fast, you kind of have to adjust for the light, and sometimes you have to add more light to let more light in because the camera's moving, opening and closing really fast. So you have to have more light to come in. Oh. And then yeah, f-stop is like your focal length, like where the focus is going to be. So a bigger f-stop is going to have a bigger f-stop, like longer, is like it goes up to like f whatever, f12, f15. They're like f is the f-stop. It's your aperture, is like it's like the focal length basically. It's where the focus is going to be. So it's like if the focus is zoomed in tiny or like a wide focus. It's what's focused, what the focus is on the image. So a smaller focus, a smaller f-stop is going to focus on just like it'll basically blur out the background. That's when you get those like bokeh looks where you see like an image and then like the background is kind of blurry. You've seen those like professional photos, and then the higher f-stop is like you get just like a more flat image where you can have like the whole picture in focus basically. But if you make the f-stop smaller, then you get just like this isn't, say this is in focus, and then everything beyond this point would be blurry. So then we just had like some examples of different, there's just like different examples of different combinations that you could use. The slower shutter speed, you may need to adjust the lights, or add lights, sorry. Yeah, smaller number equals less focus, f1.4, etc. Larger focus, or larger number is more in focus. The smaller is like a bokeh look, as they call it, bokeh, or bokeh. I don't know how people say it differently, but that's what that is, where you have like that fuzzed out background. Is called a bokeh. Oh. The ISO is your sensitivity to light on your camera. If it's dark out, you want to bump up your ISO high. I don't know, some other stuff. Aperture priority, that's like a different mode that you use to adjust your settings on. And then I just wrote down, there was like a name of a place that they went. Boulder Beach is where they went and took some really beautiful photos, I guess. So I jotted down some places that were like tips, like basically places that you could get some really, really beautiful photos in Maine. Just kind of suggestions on where to go. Hi. Oh, Haley left, I think. But hi, Amdy. How you doing? Yeah, Haley was here earlier, but she left. She was a kid. She only had her mom's phone, and then she was going to sleep. Yeah, there's no feminist stuff going on here tonight. Just talking photography. I was at a photography workshop earlier, so that's why I'm here so late, because I was at my photography workshop and it ran a bit late. So photography workshop ran late. Okay, put that there. I'm gonna go put these in my little pile over there, and then find the trash. I think the trash is in my car. That stuff can stay here on the table for now. Trash. I'm gonna go put all this in the trash. My lotion. That can come with me. That's gonna go in my tent. My toilet paper. Gonna try to stay organized while No, I'm not homeless. I'm just camping. Everyone's coming in tonight and asking me if I'm homeless. No, we're just camping. I mean, I'm not well off either, but yeah, I'm just broke. I'm not homeless, I'm just broke. I couldn't afford a hotel. I came up here, I live like a state or so away. I live like 5 or 6 hours away from where I am now. And I came up here, up to Maine. I'm in the Arcadia Mountains. I came up to Maine to go to a photography workshop. Because it's like a huge hobby of mine that I love. That's why I was just talking about photography. I really wanted to go to this workshop. A friend of mine was running it. And I hadn't seen her in years. And I'm really into photography in general. So it was a really good opportunity to be able to come up here, do the workshop, see a friend that I hadn't seen. So it was like an opportunity I couldn't really pass up, but I also couldn't afford it. So I was able to find a very nice little campground to stay at because I can't afford a hotel. Hotels are expensive these days. Yeah, let's put my headlamp on to walk over there. And yeah, I don't make any money from YouTube, so hopefully one day. We are trying to grow my YouTube so that we can maybe one day make some money on it. But right now there's no money on YouTube, so and I'm disabled as well, so kind of only have what very limited funds the government gives you on SSI, which is nothing. It's barely enough to even get by my regular bills, you know. So here, I gotta find my trash. Yeah, I've had several people come in today asking me if I'm homeless. I'm like, no, I'm just camping. I'm only here a couple more days, then I go home. Okay, my trash barrel open. I just have to keep my trash in my car until I gotta go tomorrow up to the dump. There's a dump at the campground and dump all this stuff so that, oh, here's the other bag. This one's open. But until I dump this stuff, I gotta leave it in my car so I don't attract the bears. Yeah, it's a really nice little campground. Everyone's been really nice here. Oh, sorry, knocked something over. Everyone's been really nice here at the campground. Like I said, I lost my paddleboard earlier and they came and rescued me. I got stuck out on the lake because I lost my paddleboard. It drifted away from me. Thank God I had my phone. Let's see. I think we're good. I don't think there's anything else in my car that I need. That's my stuff for drawing, but I'll try to do some of that tomorrow maybe. I did want to draw a little bit while I'm here. It's like an inspiring place to be. Yeah, I'm just here trying to work on my art and photography, art, and just enjoying while I'm here. But we have a nice little tent. See? It's a nice big tent. It's just for me and my dog. I'm all alone, so Scribal polis? What is that? Scribal polis? Yeah, I'm just here with my pup. I came alone because nobody else is into photography or doing what I like to do, so. At least during the week. Yeah, I have a little light. I don't know. It was a nice campground. They have power. You just have to plug it into the little outlet over there on the tree. So I was able to get some power, cook my meals. This I have to bring back in the tent though, because this is my light for inside. Yeah, what's scribal polis? This here. Most of this stuff can stay outside. That's all my cooking stuff. I'll leave the cooking stuff out here. Some water here. I'll put the water bottle over here. It's good to have over here. I can use it to fill up stuff. And that's this is my dirty dishes. Soaking them overnight. I brought a hose, thinking it would be a little easier to use the hose, but oh my, I gotta charge my other flashlight. But it doesn't screw on. I couldn't get it to screw on. Like, I don't know. Unless it's going to go now. Is it going to go now? Couldn't get it to screw on earlier. Oh, maybe it'll go now. Couldn't get it to screw on yesterday. Oh, it's going now. Well, that'll be easier, not having to use... There we go. It's going now. Huh. Okay, yeah, now I don't have to have it spraying out of that big thing. I can actually direct the spray. That's nice. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Maybe because it was so... It was just... wouldn't let me screw it. Everything swells and shrinks in the heat. You know, the weather changes things. Oh. Whew. Yeah, this died. I should go charge this again. It has a little USB charger. Spray. All right, we gotta get the cooler back in the car. Let's put this stuff in my tent. Actually, we'll wait. We'll put that in the tent after. I have the little... I'll have to go this way. I gotta turn the camera around so I can use the flashlight on the camera. This is my little drying pad of all my wet stuff. Because I didn't have anywhere to hang it. So I just laid a tarp out and kind of laid stuff out to dry. It's been so hot that it's kind of working. I'm sure it'll be dry by tomorrow. Most of this stuff's already dry. Life jackets are dry. Leash is almost dry. The bra's pretty dry. These shorts were wet because they were crumpled up. Okay, let's Looney's dog food's got to go back in the car. Well, let's throw these away too. Here, those are gross. Looney, are you sure you're done eating? You didn't eat much, although she did eat her Kong. She had a Kong that she ate. She doesn't want her dog food. You want to finish? You want to finish? Because otherwise I got to throw that away. At least the treats that are on top. The food is fine, it's just the treats. The treats got wet at the lake. Are we almost ready to go to bed, Loon? Oh. Yeah, we just, it's kind of a routine now. We gotta make sure we put everything back up in the car at night. That's all my stuff. That's Looney's GPS collar. The doggy has a GPS collar. It's not on her right now though. Definitely put it on her tomorrow when we go hiking, just in case. Hi. Yeah, you're very pretty. You're a very pretty girl. Okay, put that down on the ground for a sec. Don't knock it over. Don't knock it over. Hold on, I gotta get this up. Gotta get the cooler up. Oh, I got it. Oh my god. It's getting a little lighter. It was too heavy for me to lift it yesterday. Yesterday I had to take a bunch of stuff out of it first and then... Did you finish your Kong? I'll give you a fish treat if you finished the Kong, but if you didn't finish it, I'm not giving you anything else. Because you gotta finish this first. Okay, you did. Good girl. Alright, let's throw these away. The food you can take back tomorrow, but the treats have to go in the trash because they're gonna make everything all wet. These are little treats. They fell in the lake earlier. Just blew up and got big, but I don't know if she might still want them. That's all the trash there. Trash. Gotta remember to bring that out tomorrow. Oh, there's my robe. Bathrobe. Okay. Okay, all good? All good? What are we talking about? Scribble poles. I don't know what you're saying. You want to fish? Looney, you want to fish? She loves her fish. She loves her fish. Yes, salmon treats, salmon treats. Good girl, and she sits. Such a good girl. Such a good girl. Such a good girl. Fishies for Looney. Fishies for Looney. She loves her fish. She loves those fish. She loves those fish. You get you a handful, okay? Let me bring a few in the tent. Wait, let me give you one, and then you can bring a few in the tent. You take one for now, and then I'll give you some to take to bed. Here. Wait. I'll give you one. You take one. You take a fish. Go ahead. Such a good girl. Yes, such a good girl. Okay, Mommy wants some more of these little fruit snacks. I love them. Maybe another couple cookies. You just take the cookies in the tent. I don't like to bring food in the tent, but I think I could bring cookies and get away with it. I'll take a couple more salmon skins for Looney. She'll eat all of them. They're kind of small, so a couple more of those. That's what the bears will come for, but she'll eat them. She goes crazy for these little salmon skin things. No. I'm gonna charge my camera again. Bring my charger in for the night. I was using my camera tonight, so I think it's completely out of battery, but charge it just in case. It's for my professional camera. Yeah. My robe. Okay. My little cookie. You coming? Good girl. Hold on. Here, wait, let's put this back in the car too. Just because it had meat in it. Or whatever. It had her stuff in it. Probably smells like dog food. Hold on, Loon. I got two more. I'll give you one when we get to the car. Well, you have one right here. You got another one right here. Here. I'll give you another one in the tent. I'll let you settle down for bed. Oh, I didn't mean to leave the tent open. I don't think it's too buggy, though. I just don't want the bugs coming in. All right. that on the bed to, yeah, this is my nice little tent. My clothes are kind of in a pile over there, but let's go get my stuff. Alright, these are for Looney. Bring her some. See, we had a kennel, but this was for the dog. But she chewed a hole in it last night. Alright, where's the cover to this? That's where my fan goes. And I gotta bring the power outlet back in here. Where is it? There's this. A second power outlet that comes in here to get plugged into that. Gotta go get the outlet. Hi, I'm good. How are you? I take my other meds. Oh, let's go take my medicine. How's everybody doing? My other shoes. We just camp in here. Here, I'll put everything in this bag that has to go back so it makes it carry it a little easier. Yeah, thank you. She is cute, isn't she? She's my little camping buddy. Camping buddy. Nobody else would come with me. I ended up coming camping alone because nobody else would come. So it's just me and my doggy. To be fair, I kind of enjoy being alone though. But it would have been nice to have maybe one person with me. Here, let's go put these in front of the tent for a little bit. Keep the bugs away from the tent for a second. Oh, okay. Let's bring this in. I can use, would that work? On. There it goes. Woo. This thing always, if you shake it though, it makes it like, it stops working. Okay. Let me take my other meds before I go in there. Yeah, hi Pollux. Oh. Just have my meds that I take at night. Oh, 4 or 5. I should go bring some water in the tent too. So I don't have to get up if I get thirsty. I get thirsty in the middle of the night. So night camping. Yeah, I mean that's when you usually camp, right? Camping is usually at night because you're camping overnight. Camping is sleeping somewhere, so you don't sleep during the day. You're sleeping in the woods. I've never seen someone camp during the day, but it is kind of late at night now because I had a photography workshop I went to earlier. That was at like 7, it was supposed to be 7 to 9 p.m., but it ran late. It ran until like 11 p.m., so. So I got back from that at like 11:15. And then I had to eat my dinner. So I cooked up some burgers on my little grill over here. The little camping stove. But yeah, everything just kind of ran a little bit late today. Batman sleeps in the day, you think? He might. I kind of sleep during the day a lot because I sleep late sometimes, but when you're camping, you kind of wake up earlier than normal because the sun wakes you up in the tent. My dog was hearing like the birds and the squirrels waking up in the morning. Am I Batman? If I was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I can't tell you, that's my disguise. Bruce Wayne. Bruce, don't bring me down. Bruce, don't bring me down. Lotion in the ocean. Did I take everything? I think I did. I see. Yeah, okay. 2, 1, that one. Okay. All good. Oh, lotion, lotion, lotion. Gotta put on lotion. Alright, that's coming with me back to the tent. Yeah, this past yesterday morning, or early this morning, basically, Looney, my dog, Luna, aka Looney, she woke me up at like 5 a.m. this morning. Oh, but I took her out to go pee and stuff, but then we went back to bed for a while, and I got back up at like 11. Almost got you. Yeah, you can't fool me. You can't fool me, because I'm Batman. Oh, wait, no, because I'm not Batman. Oh. Okay. Tissues. Ugh. Sorry. Excuse me. Put that in there. Bruce, don't bring me down. Bruce. Okay, Looney's vest. I can go with the stuff. Alrighty. I just don't want it to get lost. This gotta come in the tent. This gotta come in the tent. The electronics gotta come in. Oh, and there's my little flashlight. Yes, I was looking for that. Toilet paper has to come with me. Let's bring. What's for dinner? Oh yeah, I already had dinner when I got back. We had hamburgers. We had hamburgers and a little bit of pasta salad. My dog ate my pasta salad when I first bought it. I was so pissed. I bought it from the store like to pack up to go camping the other day. And it was in the back seat of my car. And the dog travels in the back of my car too. She doesn't usually touch the groceries. She's never done something like that before. She's never touched my groceries like that before. And she went into my grocery bag while I was driving. And she stole the pasta salad. She ate like half of it. So I only had a little bit of pasta salad left, but I guess the dog enjoyed it, right? At least someone enjoyed it. Okay. I gotta go get the lamp and stuff. My little light that's over there. Alright, let's turn this phone this way so that... Yeah, you came late. You got here a little late. We had already had dinner. I'm about to log off soon. We're gonna go in the tent and get settled down for bed. Okay. And get this and bring this with me. I have my little light, but it's about to go out when I unplug this. Unplug. Now we gotta bring this into the tent. Looney looks like she's ready to go to sleep. The dog's sleeping on the ground over there. Looney the silent thief, yeah. Naughty little thief. Naughty little thief. She was in the back seat pigging out on pasta salad, right? Ooh, you hear the little loons again? I love listening to the little loons. Hold on, where's the flashlight? You hear that? I love hearing the little birds and stuff on the lake. Oh, is it the wrong? Oh, wrong one. Hold on. This one's gotta get plugged in there. Wrong one. Hold on, sorry it's dark. We'll get you light in a minute. I can't see much. Okay. Light. Let there be light. There we go. Light. I can shut this off. Life without dogs equals silence. Good. Life without dogs equals silence and danger. Right? When it's too quiet. When dogs are too quiet, you know something's going on. She was out there quiet in the back seat. You think they're being good and they're just causing trouble. You hear the noise of the birds on the lake or whatever? Or the little hear that? Shh. Isn't that cool? I think they're the common loons. You go, ooh. Oh, Richard. There's a spider in here. I don't like you. Get out of here, spider. There they go again. I love that. I love that noise. It's cool. That's what I get to listen to all night. I gotta plug in my air mattress a little more. Pump it up a little again. It's getting deflated. It deflates a little bit every night. I don't like this spider. I think he's minding his own business, but you know what? As long as you mind your own business, Mr. Spider, I think you can stay because you'll probably eat the mosquitoes. Where are you? I just don't want you to drop down and go on me. But I know spiders eat other bugs. I just don't. He's one of those spiders that like drops down on a web because that's what he was just doing. I don't necessarily like that, but they do eat other bugs, which is cool. Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. This one's scary when you can't find him, but you know what? He wasn't a big spider. It was just like a little one. And they do eat the other bugs, so. There's Looney's little treats in, so she could come get a treat. That can go off now because I got the other light on. So yeah, this is my crib. Welcome to my crib. Yeah, let's put all my clothes back away. I was just digging through my suitcase earlier to find something. It's very specific. All right, the clothes, those are just the towels. Those are fine. That's my bath bag, my shoes, tissue box. This has to get charged tonight. My phone is gonna have to get, oh, I think I can charge my phone right there. Charge my phone tonight with that. To charge it with this. And this has to get charged here. There's a little lag, maybe just because I'm in the middle of the woods. The data signal's probably just not the best. That was my ice pack. It was so hot yesterday I slept with an ice pack. Here's my wallet. That's fine. Brought in this thing to charge my tissues, bug spray. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, Loon Tune. I think we're good. You want to come to bed? They gone equals panic. Oh yeah, the spiders. Better watch out. That spider. The moment you blink, they gone. The howl. I think it's a common loon. It's like a bird. They make like weird noises. Or it could be a whooping crane. They make weird noises too. Or not crane. The herons. There's great blue herons, and those make weird noises. But I'm pretty sure that one noise is I'm pretty sure it's the loons. Oh, gosh, what was I getting her leash? Where's her regular leash? Where did I take it off? Where's your leash? I need your regular leash, Loon. Is it on my chair? Or did I take your regular leash off and put it? Yep, it's on the chair. You gotta come in with the leash. I gotta switch you. You gotta come into bed. Okay, come on. Yeah, let's go to bed. Come on in. Let's go get my air mattress before it pops. Oh, candles. Ooh, in my eye. All right, come on in. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Good girl. I think that's good. There we go. All right. Oop. You fell. Hold on. I was going to have you hang out with Looney for a sec while I go pee. You can hang out with Looney. I'm going to go pee in the woods. And then I'll come in and say goodnight. This thing always comes unclipped. I don't want the spider going in my hair because he's on the top of the thing somewhere. I just don't want my head brushing the top of the tent. On. Where did I clip this? I think I clipped it to the fan last time. There's nowhere to clip this thing to. Put this light on. The clamp light doesn't want to clamp to anything. Stuffy in here at night. Are you able to stay in here for a minute while I go pee? You sit in front of the fan. Okay. She's sleepy, baby. Sleepy, baby. She's so sweet. You guys watch the sleepy baby. I can go pee. Go pee real quick. Dip out the tent for a second and go potty in the woods. Right there. She's back. Look. You just have to go pee and then get a water. No, you come back in. Mama's coming in. You don't have to come out because Mama's coming in. You don't have to come out because Mama's coming in. See? Mama's in hot water. Make some cozy. Looney's knocking over. All right. Did you have fun watching Looney? A moth was attacking you. Luna, the influencer dog. Yeah. I said, it's Looney Cam. You must pay the cheese tax. Looney, we're going to pay the cheese tax. Looney, we got salmon tax. Right here, your little fish sticks. You got your fishy sticks. Look, I got a bunch of them for you. I got so many fish sticks for you. Yes, it's not cheese, but it's better than cheese. I think that's better than cheese. I left the cookies on the bed too. You could have attacked the cookies. There you go. Go get your cookies. Those are your cookies. Those are your little fishies. All right, yeah. So this is our setup. Looney has a little spot. If she wants her own spot, she can go in her kennel. But we tried to put her in there the other night, and she wanted to sleep with mommy. No, come sleep with mama. Oh, let's have her own place. I'm sorry, a moth was attacking me. Yeah, they go after the light. But yeah, they have their little thing. It's nice and cooler in here today, at least. So it was really icky. It was really icky the other day. Yesterday, it was so hot. And then, yeah, when I first went to sleep the other day, Looney knocked over the fan and it made the blades of the fan fall off. And so it was like 1,000,000 degrees and I was trying to fiddle with the fan to get it going again. We finally got it fixed, but I had to like kind of half break the fan to get it. I had to like pry the lid off the fan to get it to go again. So that was fun. Looney, hey, don't attack the moths. Let's zip this up so you don't go out in the front. Come on, we're gonna go sleep. It's sleepy time. You were sleeping out front. You were sleeping out there, and now you wanna party. Now she wants to party. No, come get in bed with mommy. Come get in bed with mommy. Looney, the influencer, the popfluencer. Yeah, yeah, you good girl. Oh, did she have a kiss for mommy? Did she have a kiss for mommy? Mm-hmm. Adventure dog. The adventure dog. Looney the adventure dog. Yes, she's Looney the adventure dog. All right. Get your fish sticks. You get your fish sticks right there. I have a handful of cookies if I'm hungry at night. And we put them in the bucket so that I'm not really supposed to bring food in my tent, but oh, hold on. Bug going in my face. Get it in there. Shit. I knocked the fan over. That's how it got broken the first time. Put that on there. There we go. Okay. That's all I have for a table is this little tub. There we go. She already pottied. Yeah, what now? She wants to potty just as soon as we get ourselves all set up in bed, and then she's gonna want to go out, right? All right. Anyway, yeah, I got some water just so I have a little bit of water in here. So I don't have to get up in the middle of the night if I get parched. Sometimes, I mean, I was like out on the lake half the day, so I'm like, oh, what? What? What is it, Loon? Oh, hold on. Sorry. What? What is it? What is it? This water bottle open. You go lay down? Go get your fishies. Go get your fishies. Come on. Take my sweater off. Good girl. What's in these kisses? Alright, where's my little flashlight? I have to keep under my pillow just in case I can't find the light when I first wake up. Sometimes the dog has to go pee in the middle of the night and it's hard to find the light until I wake up, you know? Let's see if this is gonna charge my phone. Cute Luna. Yeah, she does. She does love me. Did she say mama? She might have. Hey, Looney, did you say mama? She goes, mama. 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 Looney. There we go. Okay, got my phone to die again, I guess. I don't know why it's been going through battery so quick. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna get going because my battery's about to die on my phone anyway, so we're gonna go sleep. Getting in bed, all tucked in. My pillows. We usually have like a few pillows up here, and then I use one for my feet because I have foot issues. Let's take the bug things off. We don't need those on my legs or tonight to sleep. Hopefully. Hopefully we don't need the bug things to sleep with. Put them here around me. Oh, itchy. Then we have a little quilt. No, come here. Look up. And Looney's gonna come to bed with us. Have a good night. Thanks for coming, Pollux. Sleep well. Sorry I missed dinner when we were having dinner, but we're good. Looney's gonna sit and hopefully eat her little. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I love you. Oh. What? Do you really? She might have to pee. Did you be a brat and not go pee until? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. We might have to take her back out. Just go make sure. We go make sure just before we settle in. Looney, my phone is about to die though. I'll put it on the external charger. Looney. Almost every day. I don't have like a schedule, so there's not like certain times, but I do stream almost every day. I'm disabled, so some days I'll have like bad days where I don't feel good, and then that's when I usually don't stream. If I just want to sleep and relax. But I do stream most days. Here, hold on. Where's my other slipper? Where's my other slipper, Loon? But yeah, you're welcome to like and subscribe, especially for me. Everyone loves Looney. There's my other slipper. Like and subscribe for more Looney. She's the star, really. Huh? She is the pupfluencer. You the pupfluencer. All right, let's go take her to pee. Then it's bedtime, buddy. We go pee real time. I know mommy peed. I should have just taken you to pee when I peed. Yeah, I don't have like a specific schedule. It's kind of like whenever I wake up and if I'm doing something, then I'll stream. Just gotta try to keep the tent closed so that I don't let the bugs in. It's not as buggy yesterday. It was so buggy here. All right, can you go potty? I'll walk you around to go potty a little bit. Thanks, Pollux. Yeah, and if you hit, there's a little bell. And that'll tell you when I do go live. Because like I said, I don't always have like a set schedule. But usually if you hit the bell, it'll tell you. And sometimes I'll try to make like community posts, which those on your homepage. If you're subscribed, like the people you're subscribed to, it'll bring up their community posts. And I try to make like a community post like 10 minutes to a half an hour before I go live. Not every time, but I try to remind people. Well, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow too. I'm gonna be visiting the Arcadia Mountains. Not sure if I'm gonna get good service up there, so we'll see. But tomorrow I'm going up to the mountains with the dog. We're gonna go hiking. So if I get good service tomorrow, then we'll have a nice little hike. And that'll be like sometime in the afternoon between like probably like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and like 4. Go up there for like a couple hours. Whenever I wake up is when I'm gonna leave. So, however, if I can get to bed soon, I'll get up earlier. The most important thing is how you're feeling to do lives. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have like disabilities, so I'm not always feeling the best to be able to do it. And I don't want to go on live when I'm not feeling good, you know? I don't want to like show that side of myself to the world. You catch glimpses of it like here and there because I'm always like taking meds or putting pain relief gel on, but I just don't want to be online when I'm not feeling great. Kind of just want to be in my own bed doing whatever self-care and relaxing, being grumpy. Sometimes I'm grumpy, sometimes I'm not in the best mood. So there you go, good potty. I'll like come on and vent to you guys sometimes if stuff's going on, but I really do try not to like put my own personal issues too much onto everybody else online. I feel like when people watch things, they want to, I mean, some people do come, they like, there's some people online that really just want to watch drama, but I don't know. I don't have a problem like talking about things and trying to make them less stigmatized, like making mental illness less stigmatized and chronic pain less stigmatized, disability in general, talking about how that affects people, but I don't want it to be like this huge negative thing. I mean, it's negative enough already without being constantly miserable and spreading misery. So I want to show the good things in life and I guess show that you can kind of still do fun things even if you're not feeling great. Looney, it's just a rock. Goof. I know, it looks funny in the dark. Goofball. Pretty sure that's just a rock. She's a goon. Feeling in your prime. Yeah, I don't always feel in my prime, but I rarely feel in my prime. I think my prime was like primary school. Primary school was my prime. Ever since I got older, it's not been fun. I always wish I could be a kid again, like how great people felt when they were young. All right, come on, let's go. I think she's gonna poop, but I gotta go get my poo bags. No, you can't poop closer to camp. Here, walk this way so we can poo closer to camp. Come on, let's poo this way. Can we poo this way so I can get the poo bags? They're in my car, so let's go this way. You will steal that phrase. What, that your prime is in primary school? Right? We all felt good when we were kids. You could do anything when you were a kid. You could go outside in the snow and not feel cold. You could run around, climb the monkey bars and not feel like your joints aching. Run around in the hot heat and not feel like heat stroke. Like, I don't remember feeling horrible about any of this stuff when I was a kid. I'd get cold. We'd have like we'd have like 3 different jackets. So when we got cold outside, we would run in, take one jacket off, hang it near the, we'd put it on the, next to the radiator to dry. And then we'd just get another jacket and run back out. Like for fun, just to go play in the snow. I have to change my coat so I can shovel. But no one was making us go out there. We wanted to go out there. Right? Yeah, those were the times. Playing in the snow for fun. Like, I can't even imagine. I mean, the snow's pretty, but I don't find it much fun anymore. It's so cold. All right. You have to potty, Loon. Were you gonna go poop? Were you gonna go poop too? My foot's getting itchy. Itchy feet. Did I get a bug bite on my foot? Or is it just itchy for no reason? I don't see a bug bite. I don't know why it's so itchy. Why is it so itchy? Do you have to poop or did you just have to pee? You looked like you had to poop for a minute, but now everything's black and white. At least in your case. Feet jump scare, right? Wiki feet. Hey, I have nice feet, and they have. I painted my toenails. I have blue toenails now. I have nice feet. I have ballerina feet. I have big arches. Giant arches. I have nice feet. She did pee. She already peed. I thought she might have to poop, but hold on. Let me get her poo bags just in case. You good? Yeah, she already peed. I was waiting to see if she would go poop too. Hold on. Oh, nice feet, but I was looking at the comment and a feet appeared. Right? A wild foot appeared. Yeah, I was just itchy. My foot got itchy. An itchy foot. I have an itchy foot. Loon, your leg is tangled, bud, though. I'm gonna fix your leg so I can actually walk you. You're just like walking with lopsided because your leg is lopsided. There you go. Nice face to go with those feet. Yeah, I think so. I think my face is okay. I'm nothing like special, but I got a decent face. I don't have like a butt face. What do they call it? A butter face. I don't think I have a butter face. That's when I think when you're hot, except your face. It's like those girls who are like they got like the big boobs and they're real made up and dolled up and pretty. They got like the hot bod with the implants and BBLs, but their face, but they got like a horse face. I just got an average face. I can turn it to the camera in a second. Just we're outside, so you're not gonna be able to see much because it's dark. The only reason you can see Looney is because I got the flashlight, but the flashlight only faces on the front camera, or whatever, on the back front camera. No, on the back camera. The camera that's facing this way. If I switch to the front camera, it doesn't have a flashlight on it. Oh, she was trying to climb this tree all day. This tree right here, she was trying to climb it all day because there was a squirrel up there that was teasing her. The squirrel was teasing you, huh? How cold? It's not cold, it's nice. it was wicked hot yesterday, and it was about 85 earlier today, but it's nice now. I don't know, maybe 75. It's like perfect weather right now. Perfect weather right now. I'd say 75. Able to walk around with, just a regular t-shirt and be comfortable without sweating my balls off. Not that I have balls. Without sweating or being cold. So it's just perfect. Look at these people. They got a fence around theirs. They get an RV with a fence. I think some people are like seasonal, like they stay here for the whole season. There's a bug on me. You go potty in the woods? Loon. Those nights are perfect to think about my life at 3 a.m. Oh my God. That was me the other day when I was driving up here, like the whole drive, I was thinking about, had like an existential crisis. If you go look at my live stream from the day I was driving, what was it? Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, but like around 4 o'clock or so. It was like my first live stream, I think, from yesterday. Maybe the second one, because I think did I do one in the morning? Yeah, I did one in the morning yesterday, and then it was the second one I did. I did like a very short one in the morning before I left. And then I did one when I was in the car because I was getting tired. It was like I was already almost here. It was like I was getting tired at the wheel, and I'm like, let me just go live and I'll just chat with people. It'll keep me awake. Yeah, I was having like existential moment, just talking about like life and death and talking about my stepdad who passed away back in 2009. I was just rambling for a good while because I couldn't read the comments because I was driving, so I was just rambling. Because I couldn't talk back to people. So I had no idea what the comments were saying really, but I was just rambling. I forget what the stream was called. I don't know if I even labeled it because I was in the middle of driving, It might just want to be the ones that are just like, say, Ariana Santina is live or whatever, or was live. Because I wasn't able to label it, I don't think, unless I went back and labeled it after. We're by the lake now. How am I feeling now? I'm good. Decent. My pain has actually been a lot better while I'm up here because I don't know. I think I just do better in nature. Nature gives you like natural endorphins. It just makes you feel better to be out here. I'm definitely getting tired though. I was up pretty early and we were on the lake all day. My hip is a little tweaky because I fell off when my paddleboard ran away. I don't know if that's that story. Earlier, I was out there. I took my paddleboard out and I was doing the photography of Looney, which I was showing at the beginning of the stream. I showed a bunch of photos I took of Looney out on the, sorry, there's a couple little, it lost service for a second. There's a couple little islands out on the lake here. I paddled out to one of the little islands. Here, we can try to go like that. There was a couple little islands that I paddled out to, and I wedged, like, there's all like rocks. So I was like, oh, the paddleboard won't go anywhere. See, this is why I don't have it facing me, because it's just dark and the flashlight's going all over the place. So, but we'll face the Looney again. Yeah, we paddled out to one of the islands, and then I was taking photos of Looney. There was a bunch of rocks. You'll see it when I post the pictures, or you could go back and look. If you go back earlier in this stream, when I kind of a little bit after I first started, while I was cooking the burgers, I was showing the photos. And you'll see there's like a bunch of rocks. And I pulled my paddleboard like way in. I like wedged it up between the rocks. Like I pulled it up over the rocks and then wedged it in, and then somehow it still got pulled out to sea, I guess. So I got like stranded on the little island over there because I walked around taking pictures of Looney, and then when I came back, my paddleboard was gone. So I had to call on my phone. Thank God I had my phone on me because I was live streaming before. Had my phone on me, and I called the campground, and I guess the campground luckily has a boat. Came and got me. Hey MJ, yeah, you went to the photography thing and are camping. Cool. Look at you, adventurer. Right? Yeah, I'm doing it. It's awesome. If you look at the live streams from the past day or so, you can see what I've been up to. I just got back from the photography thing tonight. But yeah, I got stranded out at the I got stranded at the island today. I was almost afraid I wasn't going to make it back in time to the photography thing, but luckily the campground has their own boat, which being a campground that like they rent kayaks and stuff, I'm sure they've got to have their own boat. But they came and rescued me, but while I was trying to get up on the boat, hold on, Looney's pulling a little bit. Hey, can I make sure I get you up on this? I just don't want you to pull the leash out of my hand. Let me loop the leash isn't really like looped around me very well. Hold on, let me fix that. No, I'm not stranded anymore, but I was earlier. There we go, I looped it on my wrist, that's better. Oh, Ariana's stranding. Yeah, isn't that game? There's a little dock here. Hear all the bullfrogs? It was wicked hot yesterday, but today's really nice. Earlier it was a little hot. It was like 85 earlier, but it's nice now. Little rocks over here. Very pretty. Lots of bullfrogs. Like Looney likes the bullfrogs. Looney likes the bullfrogs. And we saw a fish. I got him on my underwater cam. I'll show. I have to post him when I get home. I made friends with little fishies. There was like 3 of them. They were hanging out with me. But yeah, that's what happened earlier was I got stranded. So I was like, oh man. But yeah, oh, that's why I was talking about getting stranded, because when the boat came to pick me up, they brought the boat over to pick me up, and I like Looney jumped in. I got Looney to get in, and then when I was trying to get in the boat, we were like on a rock. I was like standing on a rock because you're like up on these. The islands are all surrounded by these rocks, so the boat can only come up to the rocks. It can't come all the way to the shore because there's not really a shore. It's like all islands are kind of the same. So the way that this is, the one out there is even worse. Like the rocks go like kind of all the way out. There's rocks like everywhere. So I would have to like walk all the way to like say that rock out there, right there. Like pretend that this is the island over there. I had to walk out to like climb over these ones and get to that one to get onto the boat, or like those ones over there. So I was up on the rocks and the boat could only get so close. So I had one foot, I like went to go jump on the boat and I had one foot on, and then the boat started drifting out. So I basically did a split with one foot on the rock, with one foot on the boat, and the other one. And then the boat started drifting away, and I did a split and then fell back into the water off the. So it like really kind of pulled my hip out again. So my hip's a little achy. Yeah, it was a little parkour moment. My hip got a little achy there, but honestly, if I wasn't so hypermobile to begin with, it probably would have been worse because I would have wrenched it out of its socket, but it's already out of its socket, so. Come here. Let's get out of here. It's too buggy right there in the middle of the pond over there. Read up on how hot it got here. It was like record-breaking heat over here too yesterday. Where you sniffing, the buoys? Where you jumping? She sniffs and then she jumps back. Where you sniffing? Looney, you're supposed to go poop so mommy can go to bed. Why? Was it like record-breaking heat there too? Were people dying of heat stroke? Yesterday was horrible. It was so hot. 118 on Monday and 114 on Tuesday. Oh my god, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it was... Ooh, what's that noise? Someone in the water? I wouldn't be surprised if it was like that here too. I know it was like at least 100, if not. Where's that? We're on the water's edge again. Looney, don't get all wet before we go to bed. Yeah, we've been hearing like the loons calling in the water. The birds, they make this cool little noise. You hear them from my tent carpet. Tent. Yeah. Luna wants to poo it. Yeah, the tent. Looney. Yeah, she won't go poo out here. Yeah, it's cool. They got all their little rocks. Come on, Loon. Yeah, I like that my campsite is like right next to the water. I can just walk right down here. It's cool. Mosquito situation is okay tonight. It was horrible yesterday. I was literally coughing on bugs. I couldn't even talk yesterday. Every time I talked, they would go in my mouth. There's my paddleboard. I have that out today. On my stuff here so I can go out on it again if I want. But yeah, luckily we found my paddleboard because it drifted off. But the guy from the campground rescued me on his boat, and then we went searching for my paddleboard. It washed up on the opposite shore, and these two old ladies, or an old lady and an old man, like an old couple, not old lady, sorry, it was an old lady and an old man. They were like a couple. They had my paddleboard, and they helped us get it back on the boat. And then the camper guy took me home. Everyone's been really nice here, so. It's the first time that's ever happened, though. Like, I've been paddleboarding so many times, and I've never had that happen. And I've never had to, like, tie it down. I always just kind of wedge it up against something. I, like, pull it as close to the shore as I can get it and wedge it up on, like, kind of wedge it up, like, half on the shore, but I don't know. I don't know why it got, like, pulled out. Finding paddleboard, right? Finding Nemo, finding paddleboard. Oh, someone left their goggles here. Someone's gonna lose them. We'll put them over near the beach. Put them over here, like on the ledge here. Someone can find them. Looks like they belong to a kid. There you go. Come on. Are you coming? Yeah, Looney's really enjoying camping. I said, she's like, we never have to go inside, ever. We get to be outside all night. We never have to go in. This is the little beachfront that we come down to. That's where I launched my paddleboard in earlier. Yeah, it's getting a little buggy now, but it was pretty good most of the day. Fashion Luna. Oh, you want to put the goggles on, Looney? Looney, you want to wear the goggles? No, go over there. That's Looney's favorite spot now, is over there. There's a bunch of toads, or the bullfrogs, sorry. You can hear them? You hear the noise? Listen, wait. There you go. You hear that little noise they make? It sounds kind of like a tube. They go wah wah wah. You hear them? Those are the bullfrogs. Looney. Mwah mwah frogs. Mwah 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 mwah. Mwah 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 mwah. Mwah mwah frogs. Mwah 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 mwah. I don't know what that one is. That one that goes mwah 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 mwah. There's one that does that, and then the bullfrogs do the womp 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 womp. Yeah, it sounds like the French horn. I'm drinking the lake water. Looney wants to go for a midnight swim. Come here, don't get too wet. We'll go back in tomorrow. Come on. You gotta get in bed with me. I don't want you being soaked. Come here, come dry off. I know. She just wants to be in the lake. She says, can't we go swimming again, Mom? Mocking frogs. Right? They're like little mockingbirds. They all make the little noise. I'm mocking them by mimicking them. Yeah, Looney loves frogs. Frogs and toads. We all know how much Looney loves frogs and toads. All right. Are you going to poo or what? I think you're good. I haven't seen you do anything. You want to go back to bed? And you can wake me up again at 5 in the morning to go poop like you did yesterday. She needs a frog toy. Oh, we should get her a frog toy. Maybe we can find one up here for a souvenir. We gotta find Looney a souvenir for all her froggy friends. And I need a fish souvenir for all my fishy friends that I made. There was 3 fish that were literally just hanging out with me. Oh my God, I have the underwater camera. Maybe I can go show you. I mean, I'll be able to post the actual video better when I get home, but I can try to show you the little video I took if I can find it on there. I don't know which file it's on, but so I'm just taking a lot of videos. Oh, come on, let's go. Yeah, let's go back home. I've been calling it home, even though it's just our tent. Chill fish. Yeah, they were just hanging out right by my leg, and then I literally went underwater with the camera, and they were like right next to me. They let me like zoom right in on them. They were just hanging, and then like there was just one, and then 2 of his buddies came over. Then there was 3. He's like, hey, look, what's this weird contraption? He wanted to show his buddies the camera. All right, come on, let's go. Get in. You coming? Come on, get in there. Get in there. Get in there, bub. Okay, let me get in. So this is my digs. Hi. Welcome to my crib. Pollux already saw it, and some of my regulars have seen it. Yeah, Looney's got her fish. You want your fish treat? All right, you're getting my pillows all wet though, please. At least don't get the water on my pillows. The sheets can get wet, it's fine, but just don't get my pillows soaked, please. I have to put my head there. okay to get the other thing a little damp. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find my little camera. Where's the little camera in here? See if I can find the fish. Here's the crib. Yep, here's the crib. It's my little air mattress with a Looney, pillows, blankie, light thing, power supply, and dog kennel, mat. Just so I'm not on this horrible thing. So I have some nice little mat down here. Those are my towels, and then just some things, my clothes and my things, extra things. It's like the dog's things, an extra leash. Like those are extra towels and sheets in case those ones do get wet. If they get too wet, I got extras. And this is my snack. But yeah, let's see if we can find the fish on here. I can't find a fish. I can't find the fish. Let me look through here for a sec. Alright, it was on here. I don't know if we can find it. Oh, hold on. Meant to turn it that way. Turn this up here. How do I? Just trying to find somewhere to put my phone down for now. Here, just while I look through the camera. She's stealing the other ones. She's stealing the other fishies. I already gave you them all, didn't I? No? Yes, I did. I did give you them all. I did give you them all. Did you eat them all that fast? It's not my fault you ate them all that fast. You eat everything so fast. Okay. Let's see. I gotta change to playback mode and then go find a little video. Video. Oh, sorry, my hair's crazy. Cute camera. Yeah, it's an underwater camera. That's why I was able to, it's like in this plastic thing, so I'm able to take photos underwater. It's very cheap, but it worked for what I needed, so I didn't want to take my like expensive camera in the water and get it wet, so use this little tiny thing. I was still able to get some decent photos on it. Where's the fishies? There's a video on here too. I just gotta find the videos. I'm going through all the photos first. I don't know why it's showing me the photos first, because I definitely took the videos before I took the photos. Alright, that's a different video. Let's see. Okay, go lay down. Very pretty, see? Two cute pictures of Looney. I was showing these earlier, but yes, that's true, but it's obviously, you gotta have an eye, but you obviously have to have an eye for composition and everything, but also having a better, once you get that, having the better camera helps. You can get better lighting and stuff with it. Like these cameras sometimes you can't work with different lighting and stuff. Like it's beyond what the camera's capability is to. You can't adjust for certain lighting and stuff because there's no settings really. Whereas if you have a nicer camera, if you have dark lighting, you can adjust for that and try to even it out to get better stuff. Is this it? I don't know if this is the video. Hold on, let me play it for a second. I have to find out if this is the one. I don't think it is. How do I go zoom? I'm just trying to fast forward a little bit. I don't think this is it. Where is this? There was like a handful of videos and then I saw the fishies. I don't know where I started here. Is there a way to fast forward this more? And she's basically like, I'm going to try to show you. That's what we were doing earlier. And this was us earlier. There was a big blur on the screen though. It had like a water spot. There was a water droplet on it. It made a big blur. Okay, I don't think that's the one. Let's see. Just want to find a fish. What's this? Oh. Want to find the fishies. Let's see. Play. No, it's got to be one of these. Unless it didn't capture it. I think this one, what maybe is it, but it was kind of a long video. Yeah, this is where we were earlier. Come here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Yeah, this is where we were earlier. It was right over here because it was on this side of the island. The fishies were like under the rock that I'm standing on right now. So hopefully it's like around this part of the video. I got down into the water and then I noticed the fishies. Oh, yeah, I think this is it. I was looking down in the water and then I saw fish. Oh, there he is. See? I just pointed to him. He's in here. And then I'm going to get in the water and try to look at him with the camera underwater. You see him? You gotta kind of watch close because they move around. But when I go underwater, that's when you see them. I'm getting in the water right now. There we go. And I put the camera under there. There he is. Hello. And then, yeah, 2 of his friends came by. There was one, and then, yeah, see, a bunch of them came. I think I went back under. There he is. And then, yeah, like two or three of them came, I think. Yep, there's another one. My little fishy friends. I was all excited that these fishies were hanging out with me. Because I was just literally standing there. Yeah, there it goes, and it's ended. I call them fishies. I'm pretty sure multiple fish is still fish, but I call them fishies. But yeah, they knew they're cool. Yeah, I thought it was cool because I was hanging out in the water with them, and they, like, one of them was there, and then there was just one, and then, like, 2 of his buddies came floating over after. They were like, hey, hello. I want to explore the camera too. Yeah, I was showing these earlier on the stream, but I can show a couple of them again, the ones that I thought were decent. A bunch of them had blurry spots, but because there was a spot of water on the screen, probably from when I went under. Then I took regular photos and I forgot to get the piece of water off, but there's some cute ones of Looney. It's like, yeah, yo, they're taking videos. Get over here. We're gonna be famous. Yeah, there's Looney. They said, hey, we're gonna be famous. Get over here. This is our one shot, 15 minutes of fame. There's Looney. Pretty girl. She's so pretty. I'll mention the ones I like. The first 2 I liked. This one I like. That one's cute. Pretty little Looney. That one I like. I'm looking at the camera. I like the composition of that one too, with the rocks going out into the lake. You can see in like the background the rocks that kind of go trail out. Makes the photo more interesting. And then you got the mountains and stuff in the background. That one, she was starting to get a little too close to me, but it's still cute. It's just a little cropped a little close because she came too far forward. That's the problem I kept having with her, is she kept wanting to walk towards me. She wouldn't stay put where I put her. These ones were... She's cute here, but the photo's too dark. She ain't facing the... That's what about these ones. I had like the perfect composition. The composition is really good with like the rocks and stuff, and again the way the rocks kind of trail out, it kind of draws your eye all the way to the back of the photo. That's kind of something that makes a good photo is when you have like something that draws your eye through the, like creates movement in the photo when you have something that draws your eye all the way through. Like you got a rock here, rocks, and then you got the mountains in the background with the trail of rocks in the background. Yeah, I'm probably gonna upload these. I just can't do it. I don't have my computer here. But I'll upload them eventually. There was, oops, sorry. Yeah, the problem there is that, oh, sorry, I gotta put it on, I actually hit, I gotta put it on play mode. Wrong way. Yeah, it had good composition, but it was too bright. Yeah, it makes the photo more alive and more interesting, but it was too dark. Looney wasn't facing the sun in the right way. You gotta have like the dogs themselves facing the sun so that the sun catches off of her, her fur and her eyes and stuff. Otherwise, she's in like her fur was in shadows. Hold on, let me put this way. Which way? Which way is this going? It's upside down. I'll go this way. I'll show these again. I showed them at the beginning of the stream, but some people weren't here, so not that way. That was a practice photo at home. That was just me testing out the camera before. Okay, those are the videos. That's a photo. This was all blurry because we had the water spot on the camera. It's just more of the rocks. I think Looney's in there somewhere, but it's all blurry. Had the water on the camera. That's my thumb. Some of these are misprints. Oh, there's Looney. It's funny. Turn this light away a little bit. She just looks funny with her little slobbery tongue. Okay, this one I liked. That one was nice and bright. She's mostly looking at the camera. You have a grand thumb now, camera thumb. That one's cute. Hold on, you almost have to like to turn this away from the camera and then zoom in with the phone to get it. Pretty girl. Yeah, see the difference between like that one and the other one? This one like has better lighting because she's actually in the light. The other one she was turned away from the light, so this one was funny. This is not a great photo, but it makes me laugh because I know what was happening here. You can see the way her tail is. She had put her head down to drink water. What just happened? It looks like she's having a doo-doo. No, she wasn't having a doo-doo, but... Ooh, what did this camera turn off? Oh, I think this camera died, so that's all we get to see for now. I gotta charge this one again instead. I think it's not turning on anymore, so... Yeah, but... I mean, if you want to see more of them, you can go back to like the beginning of the stream. I showed like pretty much all of the photos at the beginning of the stream, so if you do want to see them, you can scroll back to the beginning after I go to bed. Then I go through and show all of them, except for the videos, but I show all the actual photos. It was when I was like cooking my burgers. While my burgers were cooking, I was going through the photos. So I did already show them before earlier in the stream. For anyone who wants to see the rest of them. Because, yeah, that camera died. I have to plug it back in here and charge it back up for the morning. Maybe take it with us tomorrow while we're hiking. I'm going to try to take my good camera tomorrow hiking, but I think we're like, the place we're going to go to is also near water. So when you're in the water, it's good to have this one so that you can not risk hurting your good camera, but still at least get some shots. Oh, look at her. She's so sleepy. The spider's still there. I don't know. I don't know where he went. He was up there. He was up at the, like, he was on this thing, but I don't know where he went. I told him he could stay as long as he doesn't come down on me, because spiders eat the other bugs, so I'd rather him stay in here and eat the mosquitoes. He can stay and eat the mosquitoes for me. But yeah, where's my water? I have another sip of water before we go to bed. Looney's nice and sleepy. She's being a good girl tonight. Turn this down. Oh, here's my water. She's such a good sleepy girl. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. If anyone wants to see the rest of the photos, you can go back to the beginning of this stream. Like I said, we showed more of those photos. Pretty sure I showed all of them, and I talked about them too, and like said what I liked about them and stuff. Because yeah, that was the whole point of this whole camping trip, was to go to my photography thing. So I had a fun time taking photographs out on the water today, just with my little point and shoot. But you can do a lot with a point and shoot as long as you have a good eye, and like just think about like how the photo works and the composition of like arranging certain things in the photo. There's something called the rule of thirds, basically, where you want something in each portion of the photo to draw your eye all the way through the photo. So there's like 3 sections: the foreground, which is like the front of the photo, so you got like a picture like this. So you got the foreground, the midground is like the center of the photo, and then the background. So you want something to draw your eye all the way through and have something that like draws your interest through the whole photograph, so that you're not just going scattered all over. The whole photo has to kind of like work together. So that's why those ones with like the rocks in the background really work. It also has like movement where you can see it kind of like trails at like, things get like smaller as they go into the background, and it shows like movement. Rule of thirds, people, remember. Yep. So yeah, the workshop I went to was really good, just for like a refresher. I learned a lot of this stuff. I went to photography school when I was in my mid-20s ish, like 22 to 25. But it's been a while, and this one was like based specifically on dog photography. So, which is, I have a doggie and I love to take pictures of her. So it's always good to have like the refresher of certain things, and then tips on how to work with dogs and the things that make dog photos captivating in general. So it was really fun, and obviously my friend runs it, which makes it even more fun. So got to catch up with her, who I haven't seen in like years. So let's see, let's try to charge this one too. Here, hold on. I'm gonna try to charge this little camera for tomorrow as well. Try to charge everything. Alright, the phone's already plugged in. Oh no, the phone's plugged into this. I want to plug the phone into this instead. I'm gonna plug the phone into that. Okay, the phone's gonna get plugged into there. So I have this backup thing. This camera, sorry. The little camera, where's that? It has to get also plugged into this. The light. something else that I plug that into. Oh, here we go. Here's the other charger. I was like, I knew I had a second charger. Charger. Charge this one too. And then I honestly should charge this too, but maybe if I wake up early, then I'll charge this one. This one's not completely dead, but this is just a backup battery, but it's good for my phone. When I'm live streaming, I run out of battery on my phone, I can plug it into my backup battery so I don't lose service. Do they have overcharge protection? I don't know. I mean, this whole thing is a surge protector, so it won't surge and like shot things out. It has a lot of stuff plugged into it, but it's surge protected and it's grounded. It does have kind of a lot of stuff plugged into it right now, but there are still extra plugs that aren't plugged in. And the air mattress isn't going, it's off. It's plugged in, but it's not running. One of the plugs is just for the air mattress. I know this usually turns, yeah, it won't shot out or anything. This whole thing, if it gets overcharged, it'll just turn the whole thing off. And it flips off really easily too. If you just even tiny bit hit that, it'll turn it off. I know the camera charger, once it's full, it'll just stop. Like it'll keep blinking until it's completely full and then it'll just stop. Once it's done, it stops blinking. See, it says charge and then end. When it's done, it just finishes. But yeah, we'll be fine in the tent. This light is going to get turned off too, so that won't be on. That's one of the plugs. But yeah, we're going to go to bed. Good night, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, we're going to try to go hiking tomorrow. So if you want to join us around, I don't know, whenever I wake up I'm going to try to get going out to the mountains, but it'll probably be like around noon because I got to wake up and have some breakfast and everything. And then around noon, I'll probably start heading out to the mountains to go to Arcadia National Park. So I've never been there before. I'm excited to go, but I gotta go get some good sleep so I can hike nice and cozy. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Big hugs. Bye. Bye. You say good night to Looney. Good night, Loon. All right. Bye. Come see us tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Like and subscribe for hiking tomorrow. If you hit the bell notification, it'll let you know when we go live tomorrow for our hike. Bye-bye.